Would you believe that there are above 120 ConTech and PropTech startups in Israel? How did this ecosystem grow in 3 years, just 3 years? Hi, I'm Zachi Flatto. I'm the CEO of ConTech. It's a global construction innovation hub based here in Tel Aviv. And today, I would like to share with you our journey into Construction 4.0. So my story begins much, much earlier. As a young child, I loved construction. I always wanted to build things. Lego was my obsession. Inventing new structural methods, checking loads on buildings and bridges using these Lego people and cars. I've started by following the instructions, but pretty quick, buildings that started like this ended like this. I wanted to create, but my real passion was to disrupt. I'm a fourth generation to builders. My grandfather was a contractor. My grandfather and my father were both civil engineers. I've breathed construction from an early stage. Construction was there all the time. My father used to take me to his building sites. Since I remember myself, I admired his ability to draw a line on a paper and fully understand the space without the need for any augmented or virtual reality technology. He had it all in his mind. Now, you're pretty familiar with this building. This is the Technion in Haifa, where we all got educated, 3 generations of civil engineers. Pretty ugly building, I must admit. Forgive me, Yechiel, for that. It's an ugly building. But it created some of the most successful startups in Israel, and some of the entrepreneurs in this room went out of this institute. But you know what? Construction is not just about engineering. As in other industries like automotive and space, it all turned into technology. From the beginning, I understood my spark lies in technology. But you don't spend 4 years in the Technion, at least not for your mother, spending 4 years in the Technion without even trying to work as an engineer. So, I've spent 4 years trying to plan roads. This is how it looked. But planning roads, infrastructure, buildings, actually it can be fun, assuming you don't do it that way, manually. Back then, everybody did it manually. AutoCAD 11, probably some of you familiar with that. That was my first construction tech experience. As we switched from planning a whole new city in Israel, Shoam, from pens and papers to fully CAD platform. That was a real revolution. Now just think about the real estate aspects, the size of the space. Imagine yourself moving from these huge rooms with these drafting tables to regular rooms full with computers, but delivering the same job with half of the employees. That had a great ROI. Construction industry took many years to define its technological needs. And this is a long and I think a painful process. Probably most of you will agree on that. And the process is still going on. Most of my professional life I spent in improving and developing planning and project management tools for the industries and making these better. But working with technology alone was not enough for me. I wanted something more. I wanted to disrupt. So I decided to become an entrepreneur. First time was in automotive. ParkLife was my startup, a startup which specializing in navigation and parking prediction. Now there, in Munich, working with BMW, I've realized that as the automotive industry, which was focused on steel and manufacturing, and turned itself into a technology, into an industry focusing in technology, data, precise mapping, and other exciting technologies, the same process can help to construction. It can transform itself from a highly conservative industry into a data and technology-driven industry. That was a eureka moment for me. I understood that I can go back to my very basic roots, to construction, to my basic DNA, and be part of this revolution. Now, 6 months later, I've joined 3 visionary people, unfortunately not here with us, the founding founders of ConTech, Mr. Chaim Feiglin, Mr. Nir Yanoshevsky, and Mr. Oded Kaspi. And together, we're turning this vision into reality.
They're alive.
They're alive, yeah. Thank God. Skiing, having fun. Anyway, we founded ConTech at the beginning of 2017 with these great partners, the Israeli Builders Association, which brings to this cooperation the field aspect, which is so important. You know, the cooperations with the contractors, it brings such an added value and a lot of opportunities to the startups that you meet today. Second partner, the Ministry of Housing and Construction, which brings all the regulations or construction regulation aspects into ConTech, which is also highly important. And the third partner, Ministry of Economy and Industry, which brings a lot of experience and know-how in building this technological ecosystem. They've done that a lot of times before. When we started, there were about 10 to 20 startups. Now have a look at this map. It's over 120 startups, all covering the whole life cycle of the construction chain, starting from planning, AI, automated AI for planning, BIM solutions, drone solutions, specializing in marking, in precise mapping, in supervision, enhanced safety solution for on-site, inspection solutions based on AR, VR technologies, computer vision, different new materials based on recycled materials, modularity solutions, new friendly ecological concrete, and much more. Solutions for project management, making planning, making budgeting and scheduling much, much better, and up to different management and maintenance tools. I highly recommend you to explore this map. It's on our website. What else? During these 3 hectic years, we had many industry events, 15 meetups, 26 delegations, 6 international conferences, 19 roundtables, 3 demo days. Actually, today is the 3rd demo day, 1 hackathon, and today, it's a milestone for us. The first international ConTech event here in Tel Aviv. Actually, for me, I'm really excited. For me, it's a dream comes true. Bringing all these corporations, global corporations, to support the Israeli ecosystem together with the Israeli stakeholders It's a unique situation for us. Israel created a lot of technological unicorns. You're probably familiar with some of them. Wix, Compass, Via, Get, and many, many others. Now, turn your heads. Have a look at the person beside you. That might be the next Israeli unicorn, ConstructionTech unicorn. Now, I have a request from you today. Think about a single pain, a single challenge that you have in your daily work. Now go outside, have a look at the Startup Expo, and try to find a solution for that challenge. Our target today is to get you connected with these startups and getting out of here with a mutual project, with a pilot. We're here to promote the global industry. And last thing, if you're investors, contractors, interested in the Israeli ecosystem, take out your cameras, your phones, scan this, and reach out for me. I believe we can create good opportunities for you. Thank you.